All right, well, I just got off work and I'm out here at Long Branch Farm. This is Richard and Zoe and their kids. Is it okay if your kids are in this?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, they're going out of town here, and so I'm going to do chores for them this weekend. So they're going to show me around right quick to make sure I don't mess anything up, and maybe I can get them to say some stuff about your farm.
Of course.
All right, well, let's do it.
We'll have this all hooked up, but just so you see, I just put the guys on here.
All right.
That's not rocket science. I think we'll probably leave them up, so you're not having to deal with that, the two sides.
Okay, cool.
So some of our girls are laying on the ground,
Okay.
not in the boxes.
Right.
So before I move, I always check first.
Okay.
And just grab.
You get all the eggs before you move, or just the ones off the ground?
On the ground.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Then feed them.
Okay.
So then they're all like
that way they
high towards that, and then we get the eggs.
Okay.
And we also feed them after we move, so there's no waste if I spill it on the ground.
Okay.
To kind of watch out is this water line.
Okay.
Just not hay with it.
Yeah.
Just so we don't run it over.
Gotcha.
And I usually pull up some slack, just for the length that we're going.
Okay.
And for when you pull it, we'll be going back towards the slack, so
Okay.
that won't be an issue.
All right.
I don't want to get it ran over
Right.
with the sleds.
You can totally see how much they eat down on it. This is where they were yesterday. Is this door open? And then you can see what it's like in here. So this is all fresh, and they'll be on here one day, and then they'll move them the next day. I'll let y'all introduce yourself. So maybe just say, who y'all are, what you're kind of doing, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything about you?
Reese.
Reese.
Richard sites and my wife Zoe sites in Ransom back there. We are a Long Branch Farm here in Valley Mills, Texas.
And I live in State Park.
She lives in the state park, I guess. So we raise pasture raised, as you can see, right on the pasture, pasture raised eggs. That's primarily what we do.
And I get this thing.
and we have 480, I think.
Yep.
480 birds in the coop behind us, and it's basically pasture raised. So we're moving them every day to fresh grass, and I don't know if you can see kind of like the strip that we're standing in where they've been moved through. And these eggs, they're the best of the best. Whether it's if you want to,
Except for John's, of course.
except John's,
No, they're probably better.
they're the best on Wolf Lane. But I meant pasture raised is the best.
Right.
You know, compared to your conventional raised, whatever label you want to put on a conventional raised egg. But just pasture raised in general, not ours, but just in general, are a better egg, better quality, whether it's vitamin A, vitamin D. You can look into just the overall vitamin content and nutrient content of the egg. I'm sure you've seen like yours have darker or richer yolks.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
they're great eggs, and that's kind of how we started doing this. Was we wanted to raise food for our family, healthy food, and then that kind of snowballed into
Friends
now we
wanted
have
some,
500
neighbors.
chickens.
Yeah.
And we need more.
Maybe y'all can kind of talk about, because obviously this is a lot bigger hen operation than, like, I have 50 hens maybe. So maybe talk a little bit about how this structure came to be, because I know y'all didn't start with this, and then maybe kind of how this structure works for your situation here as opposed to like using like just free ranging them or stuff like that.
So we started with 40 was our first
Yeah.
batch, and I think we lost the majority of them.
Just about all of them.
We had them in electric netting with like a little coop that we would pull.
We built the coop, like
just
on stilts.
like a wooden coop that we built on skids, like this guy, that we would pull weekly,
Yeah, once a week.
and it was 40 by 40 foot netting that we would, you know, move along with it. And as you can see, where we're at, there's nothing here, no trees or anything. So there's a lot of hawks and stuff that fly over, a lot of aerial predators.
And
We don't,
owl.
a lot of owls and hawks. We don't have like a lot of raccoons and stuff. That a netting would keep out a coyote or a raccoon, but the hawks and the owls, there goes hey, they would just come in and devastate our chickens. So the kind of free range within the confines of electric netting, it just wasn't working for
Didn't
us.
keep
We
them
lost,
safe.
I think we even got another 80 or 40,
We got 80 the second time.
and we've lost.
And we came out
maybe
to
half
feed one day,
those.
and we were looking at them all eating. I said, that doesn't look like 80 birds. And we tried to count, and there was about 30 of them.
So, long story short, for our property here, open air kind of coop like that is a no-go. So just investing in this, we haven't lost any birds to
Plus,
bred.
we wanted to be able to hold more birds,
Yeah.
too.
I mean, with the top, when it's rainy and cold and miserable out, and we can put the sides down, they're eating.
Right.
They're out eating, foraging, digging around. Where
Yeah,
before
like
they would
shivering.
all kind of get in the coop and stay warm. And that's what I like about this is no matter the weather, if they're out eating. Even in the summer when it's hot, like we still have the shade cloth on, they'll be out. We'll have misters going, and they're still out, you know, maybe panting a little bit because they're hot, but they're still out kind of mowing down that grass. Where before it seemed like whatever the inclement weather, whether it was really hot or rainy, they would always be hiding, which I would be too.
Cool. All right, a couple more things. Maybe talk about how y'all came up with your name, and then also like where your eggs are, where people can find them and stuff like that.
So Long Branch Farm, we thought long and hard about like, what are we gonna name this? Is it gonna be like our last name,
Sites
like
Family Farm.
Sites Family Farm? You know, like just
And Reese.
and just trying to think of a name. And that October we had in the whole month 50 inches of rain
A
here.
lot of rain. The first year we moved here.
And we didn't realize it when we first bought this property, but all the water that sheds off these like hundreds of acres behind us, right in the corner here starts the Long Branch that runs to the bosque.
Okay.
So the culvert that goes under the road right there, that's the very beginning of the Long Branch. So we're like, hey, there we go.
All right.
Long Branch Farm.
All right.
Our eggs right now, we have our eggs at Harvest on 25th.
In
a great
Waco.
restaurant
Great
downtown in
breakfast.
Waco. And
Cracker
milk, not Cracker Barrel.
Ambitions.
Milk bottle cookies, which is like the best cookies in
Ever.
probably, in ever. And then Sugars
Sugars by Leah.
Sugars by Leah, who
Also
does
the best cookies for sugar cookies.
who does really intricate, like hand painted cookies.
They're all in Waco too.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
Waco. And soon, because we just about doubled our flock, we should be selling, hopefully soon, retail like eggs by the dozen
Cool. Off the farm.
off the farm.
All right, cool. Well, that's Richard and Zoe. I know them. How did we meet each other? Instagram.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I think actually Zoe, I seen them on Instagram, and I think I ran into you at Subway.
Yes,
Or yeah,
we saw each
yeah.
other at Subway.
I was like, hey, I think I've seen your spunky child on Facebook or on Instagram. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Ow, that one's playing.
But we actually partnered with them for a little bit. We were selling them. We didn't have any eggs, and we were selling their eggs down at the farmers market for a while, and so that's how probably we really got to know each other pretty well. But they're really great people. Like I said, they're just outside Valley Mills here. They're just on the east side of Valley Mills, southeast side, and we're kind of more on the north side of Valley Mills. But anyway, I appreciate y'all talking with me.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yeah, this is gonna
6
be
is the square root of
6. Yeah, I told them I wouldn't ask them any math problems. All right, so like I said, Richard and Zoe, I've known for about almost a year now, and like I said, we met just following people on Instagram, and found out they were right here, and we got to know them, and like I said, partnered with them to sell their eggs for a little bit, and it's good. I mean, this is fun for me to come out and see another farmer and how they're doing stuff, and obviously their operation here is a lot bigger in terms of with the laying hens, and it's a little different than what we're doing, and so it's good to kind of see what other people are doing, what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And so yeah, it kind of, maybe they think it's a burden that I have to come out here and do chores, but I'm kind of actually excited a little bit to be able to move that thing. And so yeah, I also just want to point out that you're a farmer with a day job when you're wearing your school clothes with whatever these boots are called. It's a good look. I think I need to wear these to work. All right, well, that's what I got for the video today. I think Saturday when I come out here, I'll make a little montage of me moving the cage, and hopefully it goes well and I don't mess anything up. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, or cheap shots, you leave them down below and I will probably ignore them. No, I'm just joking. All right, y'all have a good one.